sometimes it's pretty hard to find the motivation to keep going. Sometimes it's hard to get up in the morning. Sometimes you just don't want to do anything, and that doesn't mean that you are depressed. That just means that you are in a valley. And that's just how life works. Peaks and valleys. And the quicker you embrace that, and the quicker you understand that that's just what happens, the quicker you'll get out of the valley and peak again. Now, of course, there are plenty of strategies to avoid going down a valley again. Now, it will happen. What you want is to enjoy that peak for as long as you can. So what you'll have to do, you will have to develop momentum on the way up. So you don't go up by accident, but you actually force yourself to leave that valley and stay up. And of course, like I said, it will happen. You will have another valley. Now, how deep is that valley? That's totally up to you. And I mean that. A lot of stuff will happen around you. A lot of bad stuff, that is, will just happen. You know how they say, stuff happens. And it's so important to have some perspective. And to think, try to imagine what the worst of that situation could have been. Say, someone breaks up with you. And you love this person and you are really hurt. So what's the worst that could have happened? You love this person. So the worst that could have happened was that this person could have died in a car accident or something like this. Happens in real life. So think about that. Is this the worst that could have happened? If not, move on. Take your time, embrace the valley, learn the lessons that you need to learn down there in the valley, and then move on and start climbing. Start climbing and understand that next you're gonna peak. And as you go up, pay attention. Pay attention to all the lessons that you could be learning. Because the climb, that's the lesson of life right there. It's not when you peak that you learn anything. That's when you enjoy. That's when you kick back, relax, and enjoy that success. However, the climb is what teaches the lesson, teaches you the lesson that will allow you to leave the valley forever. So as soon as you understand what you have to do to leave those valleys, then you can repeat the formula. It might not work all the time, but for me, for example, when in the morning I'm feeling kind of heavy and I don't want to move, I've realized that what I have to do, and that's just the way I am, and this is not a one size fits all, this works for me, I just power through. That's who I am. I power through and I get up and I get slightly annoyed at myself, and that teaches me a very important lesson. Don't do it again. Throughout my life, I've learned that I don't like to indulge myself. I don't do that. I avoid that as much as I can. So when I'm feeling on a low, I tell myself off and I punish myself. Okay? Don't be aggressive, don't be too violent, but that kind of attitude taught me to be a bit more aggressive when I'm in a valley. So that speeds up the process of climb. Okay, so when I just push myself to start the climb and get out of bed, go get your stuff, go and start whatever, start your day, start your job. Go do, if you are a freelancer, a self-employed person like myself, and you have your own schedule, make that schedule strict. Make it strict. Don't go like at 10-ish. No, if you start work at 8 a.m., that means 10 to 8. So that kind of attitude makes you pay attention to your behaviors and how you feel in the morning when you have to do this, and it will help you to, like I said, speed up the process of start the climb. Now, super important, the valleys will always be there. Accept them. When you peak, you are bound to go down again. That's just the way life works, peaks and valleys. Now, don't fight them, but instead learn the lessons that these valleys can teach you. These valleys will teach you that you gotta stay focused. These valleys will teach you that you gotta keep pushing. These valleys will teach you that you can't get distracted. Life, you only have one life. So you better pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to your family. Pay attention to your friends. Pay attention to everyone you love. Pay attention to what you do, your job, your mission in life. Pay attention to yourself. Take care of yourself. Because it's when you get distracted that the valley comes and hits you in the face and you realize that you lost control. Now, not controlling everything is okay. Remember that stress is just the effect of wanting to control the uncontrollable. Now, you wanna pay attention, not obsess over micromanagement, okay? Life just happens, and if you pay attention, you will ride that wave instead of being, slapped in the face by it. So, embrace the valleys, learn the lessons, enjoy the peaks, but know for a fact that you will valley again. So, that's my advice for you today, because my life as a musician, as a professional musician, as an immigrant, as an entrepreneur is just full of peaks and valleys. So I've learned to embrace them, and every time I lose my motivation, I sit down and do what I have to do anyway, and I power through. So I hope this helps you guys, and if you have any questions, once again, please send them in. You can send them to leedsdrumacademy@gmail.com, or just send me a message on Facebook, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.